Well, we could start by talking to Kaya, I suppose. Just gonna go straight there, actually. There's a lot of stuff to sort through, but that's the first one I already know the location of, so I could just jump there without even having to look for which quest it is. Kaya should be all set, because we figured that we already finished her whole companion quest and everything. And I think all of the companions are done now, aren't they? No one's sprinting at me in the streets, at least.
Thorold needs your help with this ELEX experiment.
So he thinks he's finally done it, does he? That he can take away the fighting strength of the Albs with one act of magic. You should help him. Tell Thorold I'll be there when he starts the experiment.
How are you?
Life is good. I like being here with you. This struggle will determine the fate of all the people on Magalan.
Well, that was easy. There we go. Got it. Patience is not a thing that matters right now. The last fight. To enter the ice palace, I must use my radar to take out the shield barrier. This will be possible if I shoot the ventilation port of the shield generator directly in front of the ice palace. Right. Good point. Harley is right here in town. I should talk to him about that, because he was talking about there being a bad thing. But he wanted to be sure first.
How are you getting on with the raider?
We're almost there, but only almost.
What else do you need to get the raider ready?
One of the control jets must have taken a hit when it came down. If we don't fix that, the only thing you'll be flying is circles.
How do we get a new control jet?
Well, only the Albs built this kind of raider. So I guess the only place I can think of would be an Alb maintenance center. That means looking near the ice palace in Zakor.
So, not easy to get. I need that raider ready. The Albs are gathering strength to attack the free lands. We have to be one step ahead of them.
Well, I almost have the thing done, but you want to take it to Zakor? Don't forget, half of that crate is mine.
This raider is the only chance to stop the Alb attack.
I was afraid you'd say something like that. You'll get the raider when I'm ready. And one more thing. Let's not pretend that I don't know who you really are, okay? You've done some impressive stuff, so don't turn out to be a shit in the end, will you? So, when does the raider have to be ready?
There are a few things to take care of first.
Is there a timescale coming at any point?
All right, so this is where we're up to. I have to take care of the Alb commanders in Zakor. That way I can open up a path to get to the Ice Palace without the Alb forces in that area killing me before I've managed to get close. I still have to figure out what the Separatists will do when we march into Zakor. Thorold the Pilgrim is yet to complete his ELEX experiment. That must be done before we attack. I still need to learn the access code for the Hybrid's chamber. I need that before I attempt to enter the Ice Palace. You still need your control jet for the raider.
Well, sounds like there's still something to do. Come back when that's taken care of. I'll make sure that the raider is prepared. Just make sure you get it done before the whole damn Alb army shows up here. One question. They're saying you're fighting your brother.
So?
So, is this just some big family bust-up? Is there any chance you're gonna turn around and buddy up again? I'm only asking because, you know, this affects the fate of the world and shit.
I will have to confront my brother Calyx sooner or later. The Elexitors must fall.
Right. You think you're strong enough for that?
I don't know. We will see.
Right. Don't get killed. I mean that. And not just because you dying would land the rest of us in the shit. I've, you know, got used to having you around.
Excuse me. I almost need a spreadsheet for all the different characters to try to keep track of which ones do and don't know I'm an Alb already. So that, like, I can even know which ones that are not supposed to know, because I don't even know. Like, I don't know. Which ones are supposed to not know? It's like a surprise for me. So in order to take down Zakor, we gotta basically go to Zakor to fight the dudes around Zakor. And then once we've taken out every facility around Zakor single-handedly and fought off all the dudes in Zakor single-handedly, then finally the army can come in and story can happen. And at some point I'm like, haven't I beaten the Alba single-handedly at this point? What's your excuse? Uh-oh. Huh. Alright, now I two-shot a Colossus with my... I two-shot Colossi with my 30% bonus. Oh my goodness, that first shot took out almost his entire health bar. They're just 2 arrows. How the hell does this work? I have questions. Hey, buddies. Ow. Ah, camera, where are you going? Alright, well this is really hard to do, so... Waha! There we go. Oh boy. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Where things fall apart the moment there's too many enemies. There's so many dudes. Yeah, you get him, crony. Distractobot. It's amazing how your allies just don't seem to scale or have any equipment or level up or anything, so they just... They're kind of just never... They never really pull their own weight in the fight aside from being a distraction throughout the game.
Stay here.
I did not mean to do that.
Follow.
And you can't command them to do things or tell them to attack a dude, or... They're just generally kind of lacking in stuff. It's weird. They feel like an underdeveloped element of the game. Can I find the things?
Systems. Probability of an ambush, 50%.
This could be useful.
Oh, that's what we came here for, the Raider control jet. There's that voice again. Constant singing. Oh, it's the thing that drops 1 billion ELEX. Let's go kill it. Even if I don't need it, I'm just like, I'm conditioned now to kill this thing whenever I find it. I can't tell if I'm hitting it, really. It'll come to me, right? Hey there. There we go. I only have 200 arrows. I'm gonna have to work on that. Oh, hey. There's apparently always another one. No. They just always conspicuously have something on their crotch. The other things have a giant metal cod piece on their otherwise naked body. These ones just have like a weird... Is their crotch just ripped off? Like what? Concerning. Oh, his mouth's opening and closing over and over again. That's creepy. It's probably ragdolling, but it's creepy. Through the ice desert. Kill these 6 commanders. Okay, yeah, we're not leaving yet. Let's do that one first. Kind of go around in a circle. Yeah, I wanted to double check because I thought I saw an update. I thought I saw a quest thing pop up when I killed the one dude. No reason to waste the trip. Gotta think at some point, if I'm single-handedly wiping everybody out, why do I even need an army? Kind of hard to justify the premise of the story at some point. Like, the climax is gonna feel really weird when I've single-handedly taken out all of their leadership, and my brother, and made a giant bomber to take out the weak spot of their bubble, and probably gonna, I don't know, probably single-handedly defeat the hybrid too in one-on-one combat at this rate. Okay, you guys have a lot of wildlife problems I don't really want to be a part of, if I can avoid it. Ow. Uh-oh. Hang on, guys, I gotta reload my bow. Why is that a mechanic? Oh god. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Do that armor spellcast. There we go. That'll help. It is legit the most jarring thing ever when the game is like, no, you gotta reload your bow. I'm like, what do you mean? What? But only sometimes. Like every like 10th time I shoot, it's like, no, you gotta reload the bow. And it's because something happened, like some kind of animation interruption happened, so he didn't load the next, he didn't knock the next arrow. But it's like, I'm like, he does it automatically all the time, why is that a What? I have to press the reload button or he won't shoot an arrow? I don't understand. This doesn't... I don't think this makes as much sense as you think it does. It's a weird distinction to have in any game. I don't think I've ever had a reload button on a bow in any game. I think every game ever that has guns makes the bow controlled differently because it's fundamentally not the same thing. But this one mysteriously, if anything interrupts the reload animation, then you then have to manually reload every time. But like he's seamlessly reloading every shot right now. So what's the problem, right? It's just weird. Please stop shooting me, I'm about to die. Shit. Ow. God damn it. There we go. I'm gonna need a lot more arrows. Because I miss like crazy. Do I have enough arrows to do this mission? It's actually kind of a concern. Might have to warp out and buy more. Low, high, lower high, then lowest. Shit. I'm
in.
Oh my god, really? Okay. I got on my first try. That doesn't happen too often. Gonna chomp some food down. That'll fix it. Whoa, it's really cold right there. Alright, the pipe. Dude, that pipe will freeze you to death in the desert. It's weird. You can be in the middle of the desert where it's super hot, clearly, and you walk 5 feet and the pipe tries to kill you, and I'm like, what? How could it possibly be that cold? I'm in the desert. Oh, hi. He hasn't seen me. Boy, is that awkward. It's okay, you're just a special AI specifically programmed for recon and security, but they didn't bother giving you like the whole head on a swivel subroutine where you know, look around so you can do your job. It's fine. That's a lot of enemies. They seem friendly. Oh hey, there's the commander. I do not want to get hit by that flamethrower. Oh god, camera, where'd you go? Got one. Got him. There we go. I am killing my arrow supply, but hey, I got Commander Hectox. The funny thing is I've already been... This is the one I already cleared out, right? Yeah, it's one of the 2 converters I've already wiped out before. There was just mysteriously, like, no one here last time. Because they hadn't been spawned here for this mission, which means that it's just an undefended location, which is weird. That's some really weird world design. So no need to go inside because I've already turned that one off. Could fight those guys, but frankly, I'm gonna kill so many of them today. That's just like this is. Let's remind ourselves this is all ramping up for a final confrontation against the Albs, where I will then, you know, continue to kill them in large numbers forever. Let's not do more than we need to based on that information. Oh my goodness, they are just everywhere. Everywhere you go. I'm gonna have so much natural ELEX. Uh-oh. It's okay, I can 2-shot their mechs. So, I'm kind of confused by that. Didn't the mechs used to be really tough while everyone else was easier to kill? And yet now the mechs get killed in 2 shot just like everyone else. What? Like when did that equalize? How does damage work in this game if suddenly everyone's dying, like suddenly the combat robots die in the same number of hits as the giant mechs?
Survival critical.
It feels like shouldn't the robots be dying in one hit if the ultra tanky mechs that were so unkillable before are dying in two now? Yet mysteriously they die in the same number of hits now, as if they were always the same toughness, which was definitely not true. It's weird. It must be a really strange byproduct of, like, direct damage reduction calculations. Like, once upon a time, you damage calculate, like... It must be that just once you've got, yeah, once you've gotten over the hurdle of the base damage reduction that the armor gives them, then, like, they equalize, essentially. Ow? Fuck me. Wow, this is oh my god. Flamethrowers are such bullshit. Leave me alone. Oh my god. Flamethrowers, I had my armor bonus on too. It probably isn't affected by flamethrowers, probably ignore that, huh? That's a nightmare. Fucking scattershot. God damn it. God damn it, they shoot you when you're down. What the fuck, man? Why even bother? What's the point of having a spread shot if it doesn't effectively spread shot the enemies? It wasn't hitting them at all. I'm like, what? I'm shooting 5 arrows at once and I had to buy this as a special skill that required high stats and crazy shit. Oh, Clemens is dead.
Cold. The cold is going to be my death. I can't go on, and I can't go back. If you find this Bremer, 7392, okay? 7392. Forgive me, Kalan, for I have failed you. The infinite skies await me.
Not Clemens. He was my favorite. I don't think I know who that is. I think that's my first encounter with Clemens. Alright, so spread shot is useless, apparently. I mean, it's probably not actually useless. It's probably technically useful at cluster shooting at one guy up close, but when everyone dies in 2 arrows, it's pretty useless at this point. Probably not going to do me any good now. I thought at least it would be good for clearing large numbers of enemies that are grouped together, but even then it was mysteriously missing them all. I'm like, well, fuck me, right? Whoa, giant troll just came out of the ground. I'm gonna get the experience for him. Give me that experience. Wow, he's hard to kill. Look at you, toughest enemy in the entire game. Oh, there he goes. Wow, he's way tougher than everything else. Gotcha. They didn't bother with a crouch covering for that guy. He's just a weird Ken doll. But everyone else is a weird, like, I've got a mecha codpiece. He's even got bare ass. Somebody had to delicately, oh god. Somebody had to, like, delicately model that crack. That was someone's job. Oh, the commander was in here the whole time. He didn't bother to come out when all of his forces were dying, huh? Well, you reap what you sow. They almost had me too. You just had to come out. You could have saved them. They all died, and it's all your fault. You failed them single-handedly. You can tell I've been here before because the chest is empty. Not only are all the converters already turned off, but all the goddamn chests are empty because I've already looted these places, which were mysteriously empty and didn't have any actual soldiers in them, which was the weirdest part. Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. I shouldn't be going here. Yeah, no, let's go. Oh wait, that's the guy who gives me a bunch of ELEX. Hey you, die. If you're wondering, yes, I do manually relock almost every single shot because that's easier than aiming. It's significantly, the aiming does not feel good in this game. So manually relocking every single shot to make sure that I'm centered again actually is way more effective than trying to like fiddle with the third-person shooting stuff. In general, third-person shooting is always not as accurate and more awkward than first-person shooting, but when you're playing a third-person adventure RPG game, then you're like, you already know you're in trouble. Where it's like, oh yeah, the aiming mechanics, those are gonna feel great. They're totally where all the care went with the design. That's never the case. How much? I probably have like a mountain of things to sell again, right? Get down there. Oh, I just want to sell off the, yeah, that stuff. I need a sell junk button. I definitely need the ability to sell things as junk. They're very occasionally useful for something. But that's the exception. Although then you have to hope that they avoid the Dragon Age problem, because in Dragon Age Inquisition they marked stuff as junk that was clearly not junk, and I don't know how they landed on that conclusion. How much? Yes. How many natural ELEX do I have already? I'm back up to 27. You know what? Let's just buy 100 liquor. There we go. That'll just save me time for a future. That'll get me through 50 craftings.
You should know there is a place of refuge waiting for all in the
no,
in Ignadon.
That one.
Stay pure of chems. Pledge yourself to Kalan, and a new life awaits you in the service of Magalan. That is the word of Kalan. That is the word of Ignadon. And this is the word of Herbert, broadcasting to all the people, all the time.
Now we're back up to, so we're level 38. I have 39 points to spend. We're at 85 strength and dex, 50-ish everything else. I probably qualify for the like almost every skill. I was gonna say vast majority, but that's pretty clearly. Oh yeah, 85 con is what I want to do if I want more armor. There's no way, right? Not now, at least. I need like 150 points, I want to say, in order to get there. Not completely unreasonable, because I have a lot of money. So I could just buy a bunch of natural ELEX, but I'm not in a hurry to do that. Mostly because you have to rebuy another stack over and over again. What I want is your arrows. There we go. Which you sell 80 at a time. That is not enough, man. At least you're nice enough to put them at the bottom. Oh, wait, where were they? Crap. Oh yeah, that one. Considering you can shoot 5 at a time, this is actually a pretty slow way of being able to buy arrows. Going all in, though. Really cheap, at least. Like, you look at my overall money pool, it's not really changing that much. Not nearly as fast as it did when I bought, like, a stack of liquor, for example. But, dude, I got a war to prepare for. We're all in.
What goods?
Yes.
I gotta get at least 1,000, right? Just seems like a reasonable milestone. Also, we'll get to learn whether or not the game caps you at 999 or not. So let's learn together, everybody. I think the answer was just proven as being no. 1,011. Yep. Wait, I thought it said 1,011, but it says 1010. Oh, because one of them is knocked. Right. That makes sense. I gotcha. Alright, so I've got a mega bow, I've got 1,000 arrows, I've got a mega flame sword, I've got maximum upgraded armor, I've got maximum upgraded weapon proficiencies. I'm still like 100 skill points away from being able to get maximum upgrade on my armor bonus percentage, I guess you call it.
Calculating aesthetic levels.
Did I get any more of these?
That isn't going to work.
That isn't going to work.
That isn't.
I apparently don't have any more still. Aw. I only have 6. There's 10 more to go. They expect you to find a lot of stuff around here. Anyway. Back to murdering the crap out of these two guys that are surprisingly close to each other on the map. I'm coming for you all with my mega bow.
Serious risk detected. Recommend immediate withdrawal.
You're not really in my way, but I assume you're gonna aggro on my way to there. Oop. Can I clear the gap. Yes. It is a really weird continuity issue to not spawn any of the enemy army until you get to the army part of the game. Even though they're supposed to be, like, lore-wise, they're clearly there the whole time, because it's their base. But they're just, the place is just empty until it's time to fight them, which means you can just freely explore and take all their shit, and potentially, like, if there was more options in the game, you could, like, lay traps and sabotage their stuff. Because, according to the game, they're just not there. Got your stuff. Alright, big bads, where you at? Oh, I see that guy. Does it see me? It does not. It's fighting wildlife. Well, I got bad news for it. Oh, I can't reach it. Awkward. How did you... Dude knows how to lead his shot, apparently. Oops. There we go. Who's your dead robot? As far as I can tell, I think you have to lock on with the reticle for most shots to work. Oh no, a flamethrower. Oh my goodness, look at the damage it does. I got the best armor in the game and it does that much damage. Son of a bitch. You stop that. I've got the impossible gem that no one should ever have in this game that gives you bonus damage and maximum upgraded weapon. And my goddamn bow does more damage still, which doesn't even have a gem socket or a fire enchantment. But it still does more damage than my sword I've worked so hard on. That's a bummer. Is he right here? It's just the commander? It's just card deck alone? Gonna make this easy on me, man. Oh, crap. Or not. There we go. Huh. Nice of you to visit, I guess. Oh god. Where's the dude? Wait, where's the dude? Where? Oh, there's one dude. Joke's on you, you should have brought a flamethrower. All other weapons don't count. Where's the dude shooting at me? Those guys aren't even aggroed. Hello? Oh. There we go. Gotcha, guys. I'll take that natural ELEX now. Or not. Apparently not. Never mind. Nothing in here. Only one more guy left. Does he know that all of his allies are dead? Are they getting reports of everyone getting wiped out? Am I like the equivalent of like a xenomorph in an alien movie right now, just obliterating every single dude, and no one knows what to do about it? It's a lot of dudes. Trying to get over this ledge. There we go. Oh, this. That's what I meant to do. There we go. Can I like AoE them? Oh, okay, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, AoE didn't really work out as planned. Mostly just bad stuff happened. Ow, it got me that time. I was doing hit and run the whole time. I'm like, I can just keep poking my head out and they can't react in time. I gotta reload my bow real quick. There we go, I reloaded it. Don't worry, guys. That's how bows work. Yep. Can't catch me. Haha. I have one. Hey, I leveled up. I think that's a free heal in this game. This is how archery works, right? You just run around like a lunatic and don't really aim, and you nail everybody, and then they die instantly. I can't. Okay, what's happening? There we go.
High probability of an ambush. Recommend posting reinforcements.
High probability of an ambush. I'm like, have you been paying attention to the last, like, X number of time intervals? Because we are the ambush, dude. Everyone's dead. We did it already. Nice of you to pay attention, crony. Oh, healing potion. They could have used that a moment ago, huh? See, how many of you still need to be looted? Probably like all of you. I think I was a little busy. Locked, you say?
Too easy.
Really seems like locks are more of a suggestion. There's Letox. How much natural ELEX did you have? None. What? You're a commander. You don't have any good loots? Maybe I mixed it up. And all the items popping up. Or maybe not. Alright, well that's done. That wasn't so tough. We have... Oh, I forgot to hand in the jet when I went back. Someone wants to help. Yeah, the voice of the ELEX. It's ELEX experiment. Well, that's just back at him, really. Let's just go back to the center. Good moment for me to go back and talk to the guy that's supposed to have the thing running now that I've gotten the device for it. How are we doing on arrows? I used up 50. Yeah, maybe 1,000 will last the rest of the game. Maybe.
Here, I got the replacement control jet for the Raider.
Well, that's a good piece of work. I'll get to repairing this right away.
Calculating aesthetic levels. Aesthetic reward levels are high in this area.
I appreciate they were nice enough to give me a recap the current mission status button. That's nice to have. If you talk to him, he just you like, all right, so here's where we are so far, and you can get an update. That would have helped in the previous mission where I had no idea what was happening.
That isn't enough.
Getting some crafting done. 48. Whoa, I have a lot more wood lice meat than I usually have. Neat. Nope, you don't. We're all done with you. No more missions to go on.
What is the situation here?
Many people have fled into the forests of Edan. More and more Alb separatists are showing up on the road connecting the desert of Tavar and Edan. People run from them because they are still Albs. Even if their goals may have changed, they are still Albs. And we had better stay low.
Out of curiosity, let's warp over here. I want to see if talking to the Duke brings up any new dialogue with the, the massive changes in world state, since I haven't really been talking to leadership. And if he has stuff to say, then I'll go talk to the guy that runs the clerics, just to see. This whole quest chain just, it's flat out, revolves around the leadership of the Berserkers. It's weird. It almost feels like Berserkers are the right faction to join, because the story seems to think that they're more important than the other factions to an extent. To the point where you straight up like are doing quests for the leadership of their group in order to even complete the story. But at the same time, he doesn't even acknowledge that you're a paladin. And in fact, you being a paladin seems to have zero impact on the story of any kind, which is baffling. I'm blown away that this big monumental choice that everyone's pummeling with you for the first 40 hours of the game, seemingly just, oh my god, pick a faction, pick a faction. Oh, it's a big choice. What faction are you gonna do? The story completely ignores what faction you're in. Doesn't seem to give a shit at all. All the way down to the leadership, him being the leader of the Berserkers, and he doesn't even acknowledge once that you're a Berserker.
Our preparations are almost complete. It is almost time to attack the Ice Palace.
The Ice Palace? And you found some other lunatics to help you.
It's the only way to stop the hybrid from conquering Magalan.
Yeah. Or it's a way to piss him off so he decides to come out fighting and kill everything that moves. But until then, maybe I'll come and watch him take you apart. Have fun out there. I know I will.
Wow, he's a prick. But we knew that. The main takeaway really has just been that the Berserkers won the prick lottery and are the least prick of the pricky prick. Because everyone else sucks, except Origin. But people only don't suck in Origin because they're like, yes, peace and harmony, and also our leadership has no personality. So the leadership dude is just a guy. He's just a magical, perfect placeholder man that's like, yes, I have amassed this group of people, but I don't care about leading them, and now you can be the leader. Goodbye. I'm like, what? Like, could you imagine going into Dragon Age Inquisition and the Inquisitor was just like, yeah, you can have the Inquisition now. I don't care about them. I didn't have any convictions. That's not how I brought this group together or anything.
I'm making preparations to attack the Ice Palace.
Then I wish you well. There was a time when I would have pledged you my support, but I cannot join you. I wish you luck. May Kalan be with you.
Wow, you guys are all useless. That's fine. I can one-shot everybody myself. I don't need you guys. I'll fight the whole damn army. It's easy. I'm not sure if Kaya's gonna be here now and we can do this now, or if I have to proceed at everything else first and then like it's like a chapter break of sorts where we do the mana ritual.